Hi guys, it's Stephanie and I'm here with our daily Disney devotional, and it is a Tuesday evening. It's beautiful outside. It feels so good here tonight. I don't know about where you are, but I hope it feels good as well. Tonight we're going to be reading number 36, which is called Astro Orbitor, and you guys know me, I love circle rides, and so this is one that I love. Now, the last time we went to Disney, which was in August of 2019, this ride was not running. So I don't know if it was just down for repairs or if what was going on, but I really miss getting to ride this ride this last time. 2 more attractions to go, not just in Tomorrowland, but in the entire Magic Kingdom park. Today we are heading in a new direction. Not left, not right, not even straight forward. We're heading up. We're getting on an elevator to ride this ride. What was that, confusing or what? Okay, so you have to ride an elevator to get to this ride, but today we're going to ride those spinning planes that you see hovering above Tomorrowland. Let's go take a ride on the Astro Orbitor. The Astro Orbitor used to be known as Starjet when it first opened in Disneyland and Walt Disney World. It opened at Walt Disney World in 1974, 3 years after the park opened. It is a rotating ride similar to Dumbo and Aladdin's Magic Carpets. However, this ride has a unique advantage because it is directly above the TTA and you have to ride an elevator to get to it. It provides a wonderful view of Tomorrowland and the entire park for that matter. The ride does 11 rotations per minute and averages 1.2 million miles a year. Wow. The ride itself is based on drawings by Leonardo da Vinci, made almost 5 centuries ago. Wow, that's awesome. While the ride may seem like it's hundreds of feet in the air, it's only about 60 feet or 6 stories high. The ride is not for those who may be afraid of heights or get motion sickness easily. This ride for our family typically doesn't do, just because the line is nearly always long. That being said, if I ever see it with a short line, which is rare, I will do it. It's a great view of nothing else, and I enjoy that. I enjoy it as long as I keep my head straight. The first time I rode this a few years ago, I remember turning around and looking back several times. When I did that, the motion really started to bother me. So what's today's lesson to do with the Astro Orbiter? Boarding this ride, you'll notice that you're actually not on a plane, as I mentioned earlier. You're in a rocket. I've always said that I would actually enjoy getting into a real rocket and traveling into space. That is legit one of my worst fears in the entire world. I would never do that. I'm not sure my stomach would like it, but I think that it would be an adventure of a lifetime to be able to soar above the earth. When you get into one of these rockets of Astro Orbiter, you expect to go fast, and you do. You expect to have a thrilling ride, and you do. You expect to feel the wind as you travel, and you do. Maybe you also expect to go somewhere, but you don't. Page turn. You're in a rocket, for crying out loud. Rockets are supposed to go fast and travel great distances, right? Unfortunately, these rockets are an exception to that rule. They just keep going in circles. When the ride is over, you realize you are right back to where you began. I mentioned earlier that those rockets travel over 1 million miles a year, but they don't go anywhere. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that like our life sometimes? Sometimes on our spiritual journey, we have really good intentions. We have goals and dreams and aspirations that we're going for. And we have an aim of doing great works, making a real spiritual difference and pleasing God. We're going to get in our spiritual rocket and travel straight to God. No stops, no detours. Unfortunately, even with these good intentions, we sometimes end up right where we started. No closer to God, or maybe even further away from Him. Something gets us off track or stands in our way, and we just travel right back to where we started. Consider these verses from Colossians 3, 1 through 5. If then you have been raised with Christ, seek the good things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not of things of this earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is your life, appears, then you also will appear with Him in glory. Put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you: sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and covetousness, which is idolatry. If we truly want our spiritual rockets to make it to God one day, so we can be with Him forever, then we have to set our minds on Him, like these verses say. We can't let any idols cause us to just go in circles and not get anywhere. What a waste of our time and our lives. Please believe when I say that God strongly desires for us to come to Him. He loves us so much, and He desires that we follow His ways and spend eternity with Him. But if we only have good intentions, that's not enough. God is not going to just give it to us. He makes that pretty clear. He can't make it that easy, or nobody would try, and this world would be an even scarier place. We have to work hard for our spiritual reward. We have to work hard to follow His ways throughout our lives. When, not if, we make a mistake and start heading in circles, we have to quickly correct it and accept God's grace and forgiveness and get back on track to Him. If you can catch a short line or are willing to wait, I hope you get to ride the rockets of the Astro Orbitor. I think you will enjoy this ride. I know that you'll enjoy the view, but keep in mind that you won't really go anywhere except around and around. As you ride, consider where your rocket in life is going. Is it going in circles, or is it traveling towards something? I hope that the answer is towards God. Keep it heading that way. Don't ever veer off course. You'll be very happy in the end when you finally step out and see that you have arrived at your ultimate destination. That was a really good one. I enjoyed it. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.